Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Our next guest joined the Battle of the Bakers on Food Network's Holiday Baking Championship. Here to share more about the experience and a holiday recipe for us, we welcome to the show baker Alex Jacks. Great to meet you. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
We're going to make something really fabulous in a minute, but I have to ask you about your experience making it to Holiday Baking Championship. Tell me about how you got on the show. That's a huge accomplishment.
Honestly, I got super lucky getting on the show. I had been watching the show for about 7 years, and like 7 years ago watching the show, I was like, I can do that. I want to do that one day.
Totally.
So I wrote it down.
Okay.
And then I forgot about it, and I was having like a moment where I was like feeling like giving up on baking.
Okay.
Being a single mom of 3 boys, and I like sat down and meditated, talked to God, universe, whatever you want to call it, and was like, give me a clear sign that I'm supposed to bake still. And literally like 3 hours later, I get a call from Food Network.
No way.
I'm dead serious.
So they came to you. Did they find you online somehow?
My Instagram profile. So I made a baking Instagram profile, and they said
awesome.
that they found me over Instagram.
What a great story. Don't give up. You can do it.
Yeah.
You just keep baking. So tell me about your experience, because you had a really challenging couple of challenges come your way. What did you have to make?
The first episode, we just did. They came out hot with cinnamon rolls, which is a yeasted dessert. So that one was challenging because usually you make cinnamon rolls like overnight, like you want to let them proof and rise, and it takes some time. So that one they just threw us in there, and then the second one, which is kind of what I'm showing today, is a burnt marshmallow sweet potato Swiss roll.
I'm in. That sounds so good. And tell me about stepping onto the set for the first time. What was it like? The lights, the cameras, the judges, the Jesse Palmer of it all. Was it just incredible?
He was amazing. He was like so professional. He'd come out, say his lines, like not even blink.
Gets the job done.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's awesome.
But coming out the first time, like, oh, it was so overwhelming.
I
like,
bet.
Being in front of cameras, like not only not being in my kitchen, but being in somebody else's like kitchen with cameras, it was wild.
And having to bake on a schedule with judges awaiting to taste. We're gonna make this really special recipe today. Tell me about what we start with.
Okay, so we're gonna get started with an inlay batter, which an inlay batter is basically just a quick batter you put together that you can color and draw your design on the pan before you lay your cake down.
Okay, so we're designing sort of
Right,
I
so
guess.
you're gonna do your design first.
Reverse process.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So I have already made the inlay batter. These are just pre-colored inlay batter. I'm just gonna kind of show you how to do it on the pan, and I'll let you
Yours
try.
looks perfect. I'm scared.
So on the show I did turkeys, but this one we're gonna do just like a black line.
Nice.
Just kind of how you want, and then you're just gonna do little things for lights.
Okay. The light
so you
string
kind of work
base
backwards when you're doing an inlay batter, because everything's going to show from the bottom up.
Okay. Oh,
so
interesting. So you did kind of a Thanksgiving take on this?
Yeah,
before.
so I did. So my inspiration on the show was my kids. I have 3 boys, so we always do the handprint turkeys.
Fun.
You know, like
so cute. Yes.
So you have their handprints, but we did that, do that every year. So I did that on my outside of my.
How fun. And now we're making the holiday version.
Yeah, so then you're going to just take any color that you want, and you'll make little lights.
You're making this look very easy.
It is pretty easy. I'll let you try.
Okay.
You can either continue on mine or do it.
But you kind of just make a little,
yeah,
I don't even know how to hold the bag correctly.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Here you got some.
Turn it up. My son is very interested in baking.
Oh, really?
And he is unfortunately not blessed with a mother who can accomplish that in the kitchen.
Perfect.
So,
and then you kind of do other colors. So after you get your base done, I already have the cake made for you.
Yes.
But once you get your base done, what I like to do is like pop it in the freezer for a little bit.
Okay.
And that's going to set the base later, so that when you put your cake on top, it's not going to like smear around when you do it. So
should we skip ahead to the next part here? We get the idea. We sort of understand.
Then you'll take your cake.
So you've got, things are kind of set at this point.
Yeah, so inside this I've got sweet potato puree, I have sugar, and then I've got flour, cinnamon, and baking soda. So it's a pretty easy recipe.
It smells so good too. And what made you think sweet potato?
Honestly, on the show, Ashley won the like first challenge, and when she won that, she got an advantage, and her advantage was she got to pick her flavor.
Okay.
And so Swiss rolls, like my family traditionally we do pumpkin. She picked pumpkin on the show.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, so I switched up what I was doing and went for sweet potato.
But I think that's such a fun thing, and I wouldn't even think pumpkin either, but that was something that you already had in your arsenal.
So with the pumpkin roll, I was like, I can play around with the sweet potato flavors because sweet potato and pumpkin are so similar.
Yeah.
And then we would pop that in the oven. While that's in the oven, take your surface and you would put flour down first, then you take your tea towel and you put your tea towel down, and then you would take normal sugar and just sprinkle sugar over it.
Okay.
So when you take your pan out of the oven, it's going to come out hot, and the inlay's on the bottom.
Right.
So you're going to flip your pan once, and you'll have it on another pan.
Yes.
So you'll flip it onto another one, and then flip it back over.
I see.
And then you're going to flip it onto the towel.
Okay.
And when you flip it onto the towel, you'll roll it up.
This is where things really get tricky.
So you're going to roll it up. That way when you go
look how
to fill
perfectly yours has come out. How much practice does this take to even get to this point? Because that's not easy to get it out of the pan so nicely.
This has been years of practicing.
Okay.
So you'll unroll it, and then we'll make our cream cheese frosting, which is just a cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla, and butter. And then to make my toasted marshmallow part, I have little marshmallows right here. I'm just going to pop them in here.
Okay.
This is on broil.
Okay.
So you want to kind of watch these because broil will burn them really quick.
Sure.
So basically we're just toasting those like you would over a fire to get that toasted flavor.
And that only takes like a minute or two,
yeah,
right?
it does. Takes like a couple minutes.
Okay.
They'll start like puffing up, but.
And the little marshmallows probably work better to have a nice even.
Yeah, they make it easier to like toast them.
And then
so
you combine it with the.
So you're gonna take your toasted marshmallow afterwards, and you'll scoop all the toasted marshmallow into your cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
Whip that up. Then you're gonna unroll your roll, and you'll take your filling and refill the inside. It's cracking a little bit because it's been sitting here.
Yeah, she's been waiting for her time in the spotlight all morning long.
So once we fill it, we'll fill it, and then you'll re-roll it up with the frosting in it like this.
And is it kind of easier to unroll once you've kind of, it's got the shape.
If you keep the shape, that's the whole point of rolling it first, is so that you keep the shape because you can see on the roll.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, when you go to roll it after, like if you leave it flat before.
And then roll it for the first time with the filling.
Yes, because once it cools, that shape is pretty much set.
See, that's what I would say
you would have to.
And it would just be a disaster everywhere.
That's why some people's turned into
beautiful.
A sandwich.
All right, let's see these. Oh, perfection. Okay, this is very exciting.
Okay. So these are perfect.
Oh, those are so delightful.
So basically, all I would do with these is take like a spatula, and I would
just mix it right in.
Yeah, just scoop them all into the.
Awesome.
Into the frosting.
This is beautiful.
Once you've got
yes, and then this is the final product.
Your final product, yeah.
We can do this. You've inspired me that this is something we can accomplish with our home baking.
Honestly, you should do it with your kids too.
Okay.
Get them to do little design, like creative designs on the outside.
I'm gonna follow your instructions, and we'll have a nice baking project for winter break. A great thing to do. Thank you so much, Alex. Thanks for stopping by today. Okay, you can watch the Holiday Baking Championship on the Food Network, and we'll have more information and this recipe on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.